Hey everybody, I am Madame Lusaminia, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. This is the first video that I'm recording since I finally returned to playing this game, so you all got to see I was pretty damn far ahead then. Anyways, we're going to be starting off today by finishing off the Rogues Guild, because this is something that we should have had done some time ago, and we just kind of never did for some reason. So we're going to do that now. We only have 2 more requests to do, so let's do it. Let me just make sure of one more thing real quickly before I actually go ahead and do it. Okay, that's alright. Sweet Sorrows. Jack wishes to discuss the plan for recovering the remaining treasures. Hello there, Lusaminia. We have a rough job ahead of us, and that's a fact. Matters are tangled enough with Milala and Mort snapping at our heels, but we still managed to unravel the first trinket without too much fuss. Fighting back the other 2 treasures, though, that'll be a different story. Once the tray gets here, I'll explain what. Or, more to the point, who we're up against. Alright, we have 2 baubles left on the list. The Silver Sorrows and the Black Sarcophagus. Let's see where we are at. Oi, where's Pirimu who got to? Underfoot? He's still looking to whittle the tail behind the bleeding sarcophagus. We'll not be calling that stickler until we have at least an inkling as to what the bloody thing looks like. Treasures aside, I've been doing some digging on me own into these executioner allies of the grinning curs, and I'm afraid the name weren't no coincidence. Lusaminia, you've heard of the bloody executioners, I hope. It seems them curs was feeding from the famble of the nation's greatest pirate powers. Sorry, that was a hard sentence. This ain't no ordinary crew of cutthroats, lass. With limbs of Laminsa, the bloody executioners wield a power and influence second only to the Admiral herself. They were not too fond of Merwit or her prohibition on piracy, and it was only the overwhelming threat posed by the Garlean Empire that eventually convinced them to play nice with the thalassocracy. But pirates ain't wanted to play nice for long. Now that Hilfer ain't around to helm the ships, the solidarity of the bloody executioners has begun to show cracks. All the strongest captains and lieutenants begun to form their own factions, and they're scrambling to claim the top chain for themselves. Of course, not one bloody cove can agree with another on which way the executioner ought to sail. Among these new factions, though, is a group what is pushing to break free of the Admiral's grip completely. Turns out these reformists, as they called themselves, was the ones who took the grinning curs under their wing. Which means they've got possession of the last 2 treasures we've yet to deploy. Rumors around town say that, even for executioners, these coves are bloody and ruthless and not to be crossed. We should sit this one out, Jack. It's on Milala's contest. It ain't worth this kind of grief. We'd be inviting the wrath of a crew so large and dangerous that even the Admiral ain't keen to come into blows with them, if they ever come after us. Large or small, it doesn't matter much. They broke the code when they hit that maelstrom tub. Aye, the grinning curs are paying for that crime, but we'd be poor sudden excuses for rogues if we let the real culprit carry on unpunished. I mean to see this job to the end, and that means biting back them treasures and handing our proper justice to them as deserved. But Jack! Listen, With all the infighting going on at present, us stabbing a short blade into one faction's toes ain't like to bring the whole executioner crew down on our heads. Besides, the reformist buggers are so far split from the main mob that they've been avoiding the city altogether. Now it's about time we get to work. Lusaminia, you're to track down our black market contract. I set him to looking into the Kur's new allies a while back, so he should have some answers for us by now. Words, but the veil was lifted by suddenly this morning. That'll put the old man at the haunt in Lower Lanaska. Here, take this sack of blunt and pay for a visit to the House of Sticks. That's Kobold territory, if you didn't know. The old man bribes on with Orin and hires the biggest and meanest sods as bodyguards. Just be ready for your approach to be challenged. Quest accepted. And I guess here's the question. Is this technically a new location for us? No. Let me open the map real quick. Wrong map. There we go. And, okay. This actually ain't too bad. This really ain't too bad. At least not yet. So, it seems that it's Eastern Lanaska? I'm sorry, I'm getting back into the swing thing, so it might be at Lower Lanaska. That's what they fucking said. So, we have to head to Lower Lanaska. I shall see you all at the location in question in just a moment. I might use the time to just reacquaint myself with the controls and everything. Okay, we're finally here. There are our black marketeers. So now it is just time. Where are you? Ah, there you go. Time to just take it. Which shouldn't take too long since we're a good, like, 10 levels above them. Also, I threw the camera out just because it feels a bit better. And bam. Bam. And bam. There we are. So, hello there. Welcome to the House of Sticks, young Ro. You must excuse my hireling's enthusiasm for greeting visitors. Now, have you any cumbersome baggage of which I might relieve you before we begin our conversation in earnest? I do. Here's your coin. Yeah. A heavy burden for one of your tender years to bear, but its weight has balanced the scales. The sum is paid and the deal is made. Let us speak of these reformists. The faction that so wronged the code now seeks to pedal fuck. As you can see, even though several months have gone by, I have not gotten better at speaking. The faction that so wronged the code now seeks to peddle one of its stolen treasures, the earnings better known as the Silver Sorrows. The deal, it is said, is to take a place at Costa del Sol. The buyer, a moneyed merchant for the Golden Sands of Ul'dah. The earnings will be out in the open, vulnerable. I would target the moment of transaction where I so incline, as the gentleman up there by the cabin appears to be, for he purchased this self-same information. Though he attempts to disguise his identity, the stench of a soldier yet lingers. I know not where one such as he can to learn of my existence, but I suspect he works for a certain yellow-coated captain. Oh, you sneaky fuck! I just noticed them as well. Brave she is, but foolish. Stumble blindly into the underworld, and your groping hands will not save you from the holes at your feet. Sudden shall be her fall. Alright. Now then. Costa del Sol. I believe, yes, I do in fact have a teleport there. I went to the wrong place first. I was supposed to go back to the rogue field. Fuck. I just wasted money. That wasn't a, that wasn't me being rusty, that was me being slightly idiotic. Nothing else to it. But we, fixed it. So, yeah, let's go report to the guild. Welcome back, Lusaminia. What information did the old man have on the reformists? Looking to unload them earnings, are they? Into an old Don, no less. Can't say I'm surprised to hear the buyer is from out of town. You won't find many Levinsons willing to milk coin on them clove sellings. Only the daftest of sods would go about funding them as means to pull down the ad. Eh? When Malala's lackeys arrived in the house for you, how did they know to... But them Kurds we captured must have cackled during the shrew's interrogations. We'll have to assume the Yellow Jackets know what we know. That means we'd best get our asses to Costa del Sol right bleeding now. I'll handle this one, Jack. You and Lusaminia can wait here for Purimu. Boy, the kid... When the hell is she playing? After her last, she knows this ain't a solo job. Boy, I have a feeling that Milala's got some people in her pocket, but I can't be sure. Now to Costa del Sol. And right over here, too. Right. Where are ya? Where? Yeah, there you are. Hey. I told you to wear the guild. I don't need... Well, I might... Maybe as I could use an extra more in the shadows after all. Jack has his mind set on punishing the executioners, but me? I just want to skulk in, cloy them silver bits, and skulk out. I reckon that if I could manage that with no one the wiser, then they wouldn't know who to come after. Finish the job without dragging me daggers, you know? It ain't exactly true to the code, but the shield of underworld honor won't stop them bloody killers from cutting me mate's throats and setting the sisters a glimmer. The guild's the only place what afforded it to take in a pirate stray like me, and now I'll not see it burn to the ground. The deal's about to start. Say the world wet, and you bent to head in. Well, I say I'm ready to go, so let's go. Yagaruju's taken his guards and hills and pranced off down the beach someplace, giving over the use of the entire resort to this friend. Seems he didn't want an audience to her bargain with the reformists, which, as it happens, works out well for us. We'll wait until they are busy haggling over prices, then snatch the sorrows and hope the twig before they realize odds amiss. Sounds like a plan? Alright, let's do this. There, the players have arrived. The reformist, the coin counter, and the old buyer are setting out the southeast platform. The earnings ought to be nearby. Hang about. Who are all these other calls? The place was meant to be empty. I see some nasty looking blokes in old Don guards, and are those mimics? The merchants brought along a whole bloody entourage. I've gone and got me ahead of myself. I should have realized the job never would be that easy. We'll have to mill a few of them bodyguards first, I reckon. You don't want him to fight through a fourth of players should ye get caught sneaking about up on them narrow walkways. Jack, I thought I'd... Still your excuses, love. I know full well what you were about. You started going soft on us, though. And it'll be like losing one of me arms. I can't take the bloody executioners all by myself. It's only because I've got rogues like you and Underfoot and Lusaminia here that the guild can take the job it does. When our codes walk the shadows, it's the bleeding pirates what do the trembling. Remember that, because we ain't some two guildful robbers what piss their breeches when the dabbler caught in the honey pot. We've the knives and the darksmiths, and no bastards wants to go blade to blade with the likes of us. See, you've now changed your mind then. You need all the stabbers you can get, and I promise mine will be there when you need them. Bennett. Now let's carve a path to the platform and bite back them earrings. Okay? You can't you hide yourself down on the docks in case the marks escape during the fight. Lusaminia, you and me will split up and mill the guards as we go. It's them puppets that has concerned me most. I suggest he crash the little buggers before they can spring their any rum fun. And oh fuck, I went past the thing. Once you're done with the first group, slip back into the shadows and move on to the next. Not to it, eh? Sounds good. I'll head over to the dock. I'll head over to the back while ye start from the front. Let's wrap this up before them jackets blunder and scare her off our marks. Alright. Let's see here. Where is Hi? There it is. So, let's take a look here. I'm going to quick attack you first, I think. Perfect. That worked out exactly as I wanted to. There. And I even got a bit from the mud. And bam. Bam. Come on, stop using your fucking potion. There we go. And go back invisible. The next set's up here. I'm not going to be able to use trick attack here. So instead... Bam! Oh wait, there was another? I swore that I saw an arrow from way far off. I guess I was seeing things. Bam! Bam! 1, 2, 3. There we go. I got my groove back. Let's see here. Seems something is going on down there, but our focus is on you. You're the highest level. And bam! This is a private meeting. Remove these rats at once. Oh, I think you're gonna find that we're not that easy to remove, good sir. Like, really not that easy. Exceedingly hard. Bam. Bam. Come on. There we go. And there. Alright. Hello there. There are more impressing matters. Oh wait, I need to defeat Art. Okay, I guess I haven't gotten rid of them all? Well, let's find them. There you go. Oh! Gotta deal with you. I see. And we're in battle, so I can't do anything about it. Well, don't worry, Jack. I caught up with you in time. Did I forget? Yes. Am I here to make up for it? Oh. And yeah, duty complete. So I was still technically here, just not in the exact way that it wanted me to, I think. Rogues? No one mentioned aught about rogues. What in the hell do you think you're doing? I am conducting a business transaction on behalf of the bloody executioners. Do you understand what that means? Do you know what they'll do to you? I'm all affrighted. Odd then that you're the one who's shaken. It don't matter much to me who ye work for. Your bosses broke the code and we're here to collect. Those will be the Silver Sorrows then. I'm sure he paid a caravan of coin for those shiny baubles, but I doubt they're worth your life. Let's have them then. Wait, damn you! You should know that this person is an extremely influential member of the East Aldernado Trading Company. Surely you've heard of it. If the threat of reprisal will not stay your hand, then consider the political ramifications of interfering with a foreign dignitary. The Admiral will not desire you to damage themselves relations with Old Dog. Yes, exactly. I'm very highly placed in Old Dog's society. I have powerful friends who would not be pleased for you to mistreat me in any fashion. And you must understand, the Silver Stars are a historical treasure, a gift once bestowed upon the Sultan, the Nasha ul Nasha, by your champion. The earrings were later stolen from the royal vault, and he'd lost hope of ever recovering them. That I might so easily purchase them thus is a miracle. The return of these trinkets will be, or that's say, the sorrows must be returned to Old Dog. Can you not look the other way for the sake of my nation's pride? You must think me a dull-witted thug? If this deal was being made on behalf of your country, then why are you sneaking about and consorting with pirates? Excellent point. One might tell your quality of character were you to continue with these feeble fabrications. You need only entrust those earrings to me. Did you truly wish to see them return to Old Da, that is? After all, 'twas to fulfill that very purpose that the Thalassocracy bid on the sorrows in the first place. Bit late there, ain't you, Captain? I think you'll agree this round belongs to us. On the contrary, my dear scoundrel, I made the winning move the moment I knew we were dealing with a merchant of Old Da. I come bearing an official order of seizure, authorized by the Admiral herself. You will not be harmed, but I must insist that you cooperate with this reclamation of unlawfully obtained goods. Though Costa del Sol is a private property, it nevertheless lies within state-governed territory. Come along quietly, and we need not inconvenience Master Giguruju any further. These suspects will be taken into Yellowjacket custody, and do not concern yourself with the Silver Sorrows. They'll be quite safe with me. Well, we've been played. Well played, but played nonetheless. I heard the news from Jack. I don't think that was the Admiral. I don't think that was the Admiral choosing to side with Milala, though. Probably just eager to reclaim the Silver Sorrows. Anyways, that bit about them earrings being pulled from the royal vault turns out to be true. Seems some famous burglar went after him once he heard about the godlike agility they was said to bestow upon the wearer. Huh. And you, Jack? Ah, the hell's that canary-colored harpy? We might as well have handed the thing to her on a velvet cushion. I'll go find Underfoot and help him with the digging. There's still that last treasure out there, and you can be sure the reformers won't be giving it up without a fight. Aye, you do that. Bene luck to you, love. Ah, there you are. You left before events had truly been decided, and I thought you deserved to know the score. The Eldon merchant has acquiesced to our request and surrendered the silver stars into our keeping. We've also apprehended the reformist accountant and will be holding him for further questioning. Oh! Bonin and associate head of the bloody executioners. You Yellowjackets don't flinch from your duty, I'll give you that. And what's this I hear about you buying information, Captain? I thought you'd sooner die than associate with elements of the underworld. I will do what I must to stay ahead in this challenge. That Marketeer's knowledge was vital in the case. 'Tis true I might find his practices distasteful, but he is no pirate. It is the faded era of piracy which I mean to consign to history books, and that chapter will never be fully closed until every pirate spawned relic, including you and your guild, become a thing of the past. Valiant and forthright. These are the words by which Yellowjackets live. It is the manner in which we protect Limsa Laminsa. I swore an oath on the graves of my sisters. No more shall innocents suffer at the hands of these savage buccaneers. These unrepenting killers. And a grand oath it is. I've got me fanboys full of just keeping the code intact. But the code is a kind of oath, too, when you get down to it. And since I've sworn to uphold it, I've no intention of stepping aside and letting you trample all over me and Miko's. In fact, you'd be better off giving it now before matters get proper serious. Just say you're sorry, admit defeat, and we'll leave it at that, eh? Your audacity! He knows no bounds. I am done wasting words. I shall reclaim the last treasure, and then I will look on victorious as your guild is dismantled brick by brick. That's the spirit, Captain. Just don't forget to keep an eye on our earrings. The city's crawling with rogues, you know. You could keep the sorrows in a bloody loot box in the Coral Tower, but look away for a moment and one of me coves will bite them beauties back. Come on, Lusaminia. It's back to the sisters for us. Seems Jack has gotten into the competition himself. Whether he wants to admit it or not. Let's go. Well, after all that hard work, the shrew made off with the spoils. And as far as our damn contest goes, I suppose that makes us even. It'll be the last treasure, this black sarcophagus, that decides the victor. Whatever the reformists are doing to keep it Bob, you can bet your grandmom's teeth there will be some blade work needed before this job is done. Get yourself ready for a proper scrap, Lusaminia. Don't worry, I will. Though come on, no, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Wanted to take a look. Anything here actually? Yeah. New things here are actually good. There. And bump. Don't look as nice as I did before, but it is what it is.